What's going on, guys? Chase Ghost Picks Against the Spread, ghostpicksats.com, coming to you for Monday, the 25th of March, 2019. Happy Monday, everybody, and it is the Monday of the start of the greatest time of the year, which is Major League Baseball season. Fuck, I'm hyped. I am ready to go. My wife was getting really irritated at me today because I think at least 15 times I said, hey, did you know that Major League Baseball starts on Thursday? And I think after the 6th or 7th time today, she was like, all right, Chase, just shut the fuck up. We get it. You're excited. But I am. Notes for freaking days of stuff that I've been going over, really essentially since, last year. But I mean, just piles and piles of stuff that I've been going over, especially over the past few weeks. Kind of get ready now. I'm just waiting on lines to be released. I imagine we'll probably see some lines come out in some of your bigger sports books and some of your offshore stuff come Tuesday night is when I imagine to see some lines. Obviously, those will be somewhat preliminary lines. So in just a minute, let's do a recap real quick. And then we're going to go over some baseball stuff for people that have already signed up for the season, the people that are thinking about signing up for the season, people that are thinking about, jumping on the first week or the first month, whatever, to feel it out before they buy the season, so on and so forth. I just want to give you kind of a rundown of how we do things in case you were wondering. Sorry about this light behind me, guys. It looks like I have a halo above me, and I don't have the banner behind me. We're having some work done around the house too this weekend, so been kind of moving some stuff around. But I will be in the office super early in the morning. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. Just been sitting in front of the computer, and obviously right in front of the laptop, separate keyboard, iPad. I've got another computer right here. I am zoned in right now. Looking at tomorrow's card, trying to get it done. Really short card tomorrow, but I'm really zoned in on baseball. And so let's do a quick recap, and then we'll get into some Major League Baseball talk. Really good day today. Really good day today. Yesterday, the way the day started, I was really feeling a potential sweep, and it ended up turning out to be a shit day. So for Sunday, let's start out with the free play. Free play, North Carolina Tar Heels, minus 11.5, easy winner. I've had some people that just don't agree with me on taking the Tar Heels. And to be honest with you guys, I don't like putting out the Tar Heels as premium plays, as top-tier plays, as even free plays, because people have the misconception that I'm doing it because I'm a fan. Listen. Yes, I'm a fan. Yes, I love the Tar Heels. I was a fan before birth. That's the way I was raised. But I was raised by, I may be the biggest Chicago Cubs fan someone may ever meet. And I was raised by undoubtedly the biggest North Carolina Tar Heels fan that's ever walked the earth. So yes, I am a fan. And that team holds a place in my heart that I can't even tell you. But I follow money. And there is no denying the fact that North Carolina has been, love them or hate them, they've been a damn moneymaker this year. Not only are they winning games, they're blowing teams out on a consistent basis. They're covering spreads. They're covering high spreads. I went back after a couple of comments today. People text me being like, oh, you're only taking them, for whatever reason because you're a fan. And then somebody put in the comments, he's like, sorry, lost your last 2 red alerts on these chumps. Only red alerted North Carolina one time ever. And that was on Friday, and it was a loss. But, so that didn't really make any sense. And I've got a lot of people disagreeing with him. That's fine. You don't have to play the play. I gave it out for free. My free plays have been the freaking best in the country. Going out there and hitting, oh my God, the month of March free plays have been outstanding. If you've been following my free plays in the month of March, you are undoubtedly making a ton of money. Thumbs up, give a thumbs up, hit the like button, give me some love, drop a comment, subscribe if you appreciate the hard work and all the money you're making on the free plays. This light is really bothering me, really bad. But it'd be dark behind me if I didn't. we'll be back to normal tomorrow, just moving some things around. So, sorry about that, but just kind of having to deal with, do what we got to do tonight. Anyway, I went back and looked at every time that I've played North Carolina this year, and every time that I've put money on them, it's been on my card. Played North Carolina 11 times this year as a premium and or top tier play. I've won 8 of them. 12 times, if you count the red alert. No, excuse me, 9 out of 11. 9 out of 12 if you count the red alert play. So even with the red alert loss, I have made a killing off of North Carolina, and so have my clients. So, and I said in my video today, I'm not just taking them because I'm a fan, guys. I'm taking them because that's where the money is. And somebody's like, oh, you said that they're Syracuse. No, I didn't. No, I didn't say that they were Syracuse. I said that they play a 2-3 zone that's almost identical to what Jim Boeheim's Syracuse Orange play. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And North Carolina exploited that. They let them hang around there a little bit more than I would have liked them to in the first half, but North Carolina absolutely exploited every single flaw of that team and took them to the house today. So congrats to my Tar Heels. A big free play winner right there. It was a premium play on my premium card. So with yet another free play winner, let's go over the full card for the day. Let's start out with college basketball. We had Houston -6 today. That was a top tier play. That was a winner. We had North Carolina -11.5. When I released the premium card, it had dropped down to 11 all across the board, so I pushed it out at 11, but it don't matter. Whatever you got at 11, 11.5, easy winner there. Virginia Tech -9 was a push. We had University of Virginia -10. That was a winner. It got close, but a win nonetheless. And Presbyterian -1. So, 4-1 in college basketball today with a top tier winner and a free play winner. So fantastic day in college basketball. And then in the NBA today, we had the Bucks -12, which was a winner. We had Toronto -9.5. And here was the thing. With Kyle Lowry being announced that he was going to play and everything, Charlotte being, back and forth, really don't know when to trust him, when not to trust him, but overall fairly untrustworthy. I really thought Toronto was going to do their thing, and they were. And then, man, it just kept, at the beginning they were not. And then started the second half, they were really doing their thing. Either way, they just couldn't get it done, and they ended up losing the game outright. So that was a really tough one to swallow. And then we had the Golden State Warriors -10, a play that I loved. Even though it was a premium play, something that I would typically put a dime on, I actually had 2 dimes on that play. And when I say they were getting it done, they were going into the fourth quarter up 20. I was like, all right, they're probably going to pull away a little bit more. I see them winning by somewhere between 17 and 22 points here. And they didn't even cover a 10-point spread. And so, very rare losing day in the NBA, but a losing day nonetheless. Went 1-2. And then we had one play in the NHL, which was a top-tier play, a second top-tier play of the day. And we had the Chicago Blackhawks, -115, -110, -115, whatever you got it at. I played it at 115. I know some of my clients were getting it as low as 105, but 115 is what I got it at. That's what, the book that I was playing. And pretty much, all across Vegas, that's what it was. And that was a winner. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and do. And I was wrong when I said college basketball was 4-1. It was 4-0-1 because we had Houston, UNC, Virginia, PC, push on Virginia Tech. So 5 wins today, or excuse me, 6 wins total, 2 losses, 1 push. So 6-2-1 day with a free play winner and a double top tier winner. How's that for a fucking Sunday? Great, great day. Now, real quick, I don't want to make this video too long. Let's jump into some MLB action. People that are questioning me that have never been with me before on MLB kind of want some questions answered, so let's get them answered. How do you bet MLB? How much volume do you have? Do you play 1 game a day? Do you play 5 games a day? What do you do? Well, guys, it's mixed. That can never be said as to how much I play, but I'll give you a rundown of where my head's usually at certain times of the year. So last year, believe it or not. I didn't make a single premium, like I didn't release a premium selection or a top tier selection for Ghost Picks until the 4th day in to MLB season. Now, granted, I played small money on just about every game out there because I had the bankroll to do so, and I was going out there and just building up a little bit. But I've done that every year for a decade. Usually, most seasons, I do not bet the first day of baseball. Usually don't even bet the second day of baseball. Usually when we have a season like this season where it's going to open up on a Thursday, I usually wait till Saturday, maybe even Sunday to place my very first wager. But I'm not going to do that this year. We're going to have some wagers day 1, day 2. But what we're probably going to do is, even though there's a lot of action out there, there's going to be a lot of lines that intrigue us. Guys, what you have to understand is all we have to go off of is last year. You cannot trust spring training numbers. You cannot trust that Bryce Harper went to the Phillies and he's going to be rejuvenated and he's not going to bat .238 this year. He's going to bat a .380. You know, you can't trust that. You don't know. You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know that after this $430 million contract of Mike Trout that he's going to start the season great. Now, granted, I think Mike Trout's the best player in baseball, and I think he's going to have another fantastic year. But we don't know what these guys are going to do. And we cannot base 2018 on what's getting ready to happen in 2019. I think Justin Verlander is going to go pitch another great year. That's not to say that he will. Max Scherzer, somebody that I made a lot of money first half of the season with last year and faded him more times than not in the second half of the season and made even more money. I expect him to have somewhat of the same type of year. Maybe it's reversed. Maybe he starts out slow and finishes strong. We don't know, guys. We don't. Here's what I can guarantee you. If you're with me long-term in baseball and you bet smart and you bet based on my system, you're going to make money and you're going to make a lot of it. If you've never been with me before or you've never bet baseball before, I can promise you that 2019 MLB season will be the most money you've ever made sports gambling in your life. That's a fact. If you don't believe me, put in the comments and say, hey, any previous clients of Chase's, drop a comment. They'll answer you. Trust me. They're on here daily. They'll tell you what I'm about. Go ask the other guys at Ghost Picks. Derek, Benny, Jack, Jimmy. Jimmy knows what I'm about. He scouted me for over a fucking year. I mean, basically 2 full years before I ever even started. Before we launched this website. Derek Dime's someone that I really got to know during, baseball season last year. Jack, someone that we worked very closely together during baseball season. Benny, someone that, came into the realm towards the end of it. He knows what I'm about. These guys understand what I'm about. Now, our goal is to start small, even with as much action that there's going to be between Thursday and Sunday this week. We don't want to push it too much. We want to go out there. And the thing is, guys, I've had years where I've started out and lost the first couple of days because what's right in front of your face and what seems like the most easy thing to exploit becomes the thing where it's the opposite. And then usually by day 3, 4, 5, we've already figured out a little bit of a rhythm and we just start rolling along. Last year, my very first premium play for Ghost Picks was wagers on the Boston Red Sox. And in that same day, I also had the Philadelphia Phillies as a plus 160 underdog, and I won both of those. That started a 26-day winning streak where we had a winning overall day for 26 straight days, and we had a winning overall day 28 out of the first 30. Last year, I hit over 80% in my plus money underdog money line plays, 71.77% for the entire year overall, postseason included. And in red alerts last year, I hit over 90% of my MLB red alerts. Guys, don't miss out on MLB. We're going to start off slow. We're going to try to have a couple of plays between, somewhere between 1 and 4 plays between Thursday and Friday. We'll have another same thing, a couple plays between Saturday and Sunday. And then when we start getting into some series play next week, when teams start going, okay, we're going to be at home for a week, or we're going to be on the road, so we'll get to see what they do with travel. That's where we go out there and hammer it. I like to have 2 to 4 plays a day. I do. But it all depends on what the market does. This could be one of those years where we average 1 to 2 plays a day, or we could average 3 to 4 plays a day for the majority. Because there's going to be days where we have 1 play, and there's going to be days where we have 4 or 5 plays, and there's going to be days where we have no plays. That's very rare, though. We just make sure that we follow the market, we follow the money. I use my knowledge of this great sport, and we continue to make money day in and day out. Because there's going to be losing days, as there is in everything, and that's no denying it. But at the end of the season, I want every single one of you guys that have never been with me before to either call me, text me, or email me and go, thank you for the best season of gambling I've ever had in my life. And that's what we're about. Let's jump on a free fucking play, guys. We did have a winning day in NASCAR. I didn't even print out the stuff. I haven't even logged in and looked at my bookmaker account to see exactly what we made. So I will review that in Monday's video. It's late. I was worried about some other things. So we will review that in Monday night's video going into Tuesday. Hopefully we'll have a 7th inning stretch podcast for the launch of MLB season this year. Got some radio stuff in the works. Hopefully got a meeting tomorrow night, so we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Let's jump on a couple of free plays, guys. I think I'm going to give you 2 of them. Let's start. Let's check this line real quick. Let's start with one that's high, but I love. That's the Calgary Flames in the NHL. Money line's 310. Absolutely insane. But we are getting right at even money, right around minus 110 to lay the puck line. You know, depending on what book you use, you may even get, you know, plus 105, but I highly doubt it. You're probably going to be laying a normal juice, about $1.10. The Calgary Flames, guys, this is beyond a mismatch. This is something where the LA Kings are just, they're in a tailspin. They have been basically all year. And you've got a Calgary team that has been arguably within the top 3 most dominant teams in the NHL, if not the most dominant, in my opinion. Backlund is only 2 or 3 goals away from his career high goals that he set in 2016-2017. So we know that he wants to go out there, and with the way he's going, averaging goals about every game, he would love to go ahead and match that this game and know that he will finish out the season setting a new record. Guys, this is just a complete mismatch. I could sit there and talk about this game all day. I'm not going to get into some crazy stats and go over 15 different things for you. It wouldn't surprise me to see Calgary win 4-0, 5-0. Either way, we're going to lay the puck line. We're going to lay $1.10, and we're going to take Calgary to have to win by 2 goals in something that is going to be an easy win from start to finish. So Calgary minus 1.5 on the puck line. That is a premium play. It's already locked in. I've already bet it with one local guy, and I will be making a larger wager on it here in just a few minutes to add some more money to it. Now, let's jump into a different sport. Also, we will have at least one more hockey play tomorrow because the Calgary play is on my card. Some people are not going to like this, but I got to take West Virginia minus 9 tomorrow, today, against Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina, it's a family affair. I have 2 younger brothers. I'm the oldest of 3, and one of them is a senior there. And my brother that's a little bit older than him graduated from there a few years ago. So, you know, Coastal Carolina, it's a cool school, great golf school, great golf courses. We love to go down there and play. And Coastal's been a good team this year, considering. 16-16, West Virginia's only 15-20, but there's a little bit difference. And again, I'm not calling the Big 12 dominant by any stretch of the imagination because there's not a whole lot of defense there. But this year, the Big 12 has been a little more competitive than in some years where Kansas is always competitive, and usually West Virginia is always very competitive with a Bob Huggins coach team. But the thing is, that's the key factor right here. A Bob Huggins coach team, a power. A major conference, a power conference like the Big 12, like a veteran Hall of Fame coach like Bob Huggins, with guys that are just more experienced and going out there and playing big-time, more competitive games than Coastal is. There's a whole lot of difference in playing in a mid-major versus, a big power conference. 9 is a little high than what I thought it would open up at. I was thinking it would open up somewhere around 6 or 6.5, but I broke the game down. I looked at it every way, and I actually see West Virginia winning by 11 to 12 points. So I'm going to take West Virginia. I'm going to lay the 9 points. That is your free play. It's not on my premium card yet, but I've only broke down 2 of the games so far for college basketball. I have not got into NBA yet. We'll get into that soon. I've done almost all the NHL. I've got 1 more game to go, or excuse me, 2 more games to go. But we're waiting on lines. We're waiting on lines on the Nashville Predators game versus the Minnesota Wild. I'm waiting on the St. Louis Blues line to come out. So those 2 lines have not been released. Waiting on those to come out. Once those get done, I'll do that. Finish college basketball as well as do the NBA. So 2 free plays for you. West Virginia -9 over Coastal Carolina, and in the NHL, we're going to take Calgary on the puck line -1.5 at -$1.10 over the shitty LA Kings. Now, if I had to rate those plays, I like Calgary as a stronger play because it is definitely locked in as a premium play right now. We'll see what happens with West Virginia. But either way, I'm going to have money on both. Calgary's already locked in. If West Virginia ends up getting locked in, there'll be a dime on that. If it does not, there'll still be money by me wagered on the game. It just won't be a typical dime play. So, in saying that, I like Calgary more if I had to rate the plays, but either way, there's 2 free plays for you. I just rate Calgary a little bit higher. Let's go out there, let's have a big week, guys, and let's get geared up for the best fucking time of the year. Good luck, God bless, grind on. Calgary puck line -1.5, West Virginia in college basketball -9 over Coastal Carolina. See you guys.